in downtown Victoria, BC. It's the 40th Peninsula Co-op Santa Claus Parade, presented by CHEK. Brought to you with limited interruptions by Country Grocer, Dodds Furniture and Mattress, and West Shore Dental Center. Here to take you along for this festive journey are our holly jolly hosts, Stacy Ross, Joe Perkins, Jeff King, and Ed Bain.
Hello, Merry Christmas. Welcome to CHEK's live coverage of the 40th Annual Peninsula Co-op Santa Claus Parade. I'm Stacy Ross here with Joe Perkins, getting into the holiday spirit.
I'm feeling holly and jolly. Are you holly and jolly?
Yes, I am.
Holly and jolly. A little bit cold, but it's not pouring down here in the Inner Harbor as we kick off the holiday season here on the West Coast. It is a gorgeous night. Raining, I wouldn't call it rain, maybe showers.
Damp. It's just damp.
It's damp. A little bit of wind, but we shouldn't complain because
we're not complaining. And the thousands of people that have, sucked it up and lined the parade route here this year, you know what? They're going to enjoy every twinkly light, every float, every note of music. It's going to be a wonderful night, and we have to acknowledge with gratitude and respect the Lekwungen peoples on whose traditional territory CHEK broadcasts from, and the Songhees, Esquimalt, and Wastanik peoples whose historical relationships with the land continue to this day. We're so grateful to be here.
You're looking at a live shot down Government Street. The new parade route this year, for the first time in its 40 years history, it will take a turn onto Humboldt and then work its way up to Douglas Street, take a left on Douglas and end at Fisgard. That's the new route. You see the floats there getting ready to walk the in front of the tens of thousands of people that have lined our Victoria streets. Ed and Jeff are somewhere out in the crowd, and they'll be joining us throughout this broadcast. Let's check in with them. Ed and Jeff, how are you? Are you warm? Are you festive? How's the night been so far?
We're all of the above.
Oh, yeah. I thought we were just one of those.
One of those. Okay,
Yeah. We're festive for sure.
We're festive and we're slightly saturated. But
Yeah.
it's a great. It's almost a warm rain tonight. Yeah. I think if you tell yourself that long enough, you start to believe it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're excited.
Yeah,
It's
we're
great.
super excited. Like 80,000 people lining the parade route. We are in for just an absolute treat over the next hour. Of course, we were in Ladysmith a couple of nights ago
Yeah.
for the light up there. I had festive brass on the show last night, so we're getting into the Christmas spirit. And of course, everyone, especially the kiddies, looking for the big man himself,
They
who will
are.
be at the back end of this parade.
40 years running for this parade, and it's going to be a great night tonight. And we've got three great kids here that are lined up, ready to see all of the action, particularly Santa Claus,
Yeah.
eventually. So we have Samaya and we have
Kai and Rio.
How are you guys doing?
Good. What do you want for Christmas, Rio?
I want a Lego truck.
A Lego truck. How about you, Kai?
Electric scooter.
Electric scooter.
scooter.
Samaya, what do you want?
A LOL doll.
Yeah, love it. And you got that gorgeous hat
Yeah.
going. Maybe show us what that hat does.
Yeah, let's check this out now.
Yes.
All right, look at that.
Now, Ed, I think that you've got some headgear as
Well,
well.
I did, but nothing exciting. It's exciting. I had Charlotte hang on to it for me. I'll help you hold this hat here, Charlotte, and then I'll try my other hat on. Hold that bag for me. Charlotte's an international student from Germany, right?
Yeah.
Welcome. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Tell me honestly, what do you think of this hat?
I love the hat.
You love the hat?
It's great, yeah.
Okay, yeah, there you go. It doesn't do anything. My hat doesn't do anything. How do you think it looks? Yeah.
Ridiculous. Did you say ridiculous?
She said
Yeah,
ridiculous.
exactly.
My
All right.
legs are soaked.
From the two turkeys
Both
on the
of them.
street, we'll throw it back to you guys under that warm tent.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Love the hat, Ed. And here we see our title sponsor this year, Peninsula Co-op. Excited not only to be kicking off the holiday season, but also holding a 12 Days of Giving event, December 1st to 12th. And you can win some great prizes at Peninsula Co-op.
Well, this event is all about community, bringing the community together, and no one does it better than that man right there. Gordy Dodd, the Grand Marshal for this 40th parade, and just like Santa's sleigh, Dodds delivers. Their 24th Christmas dinner in support of Our Place Society is Tuesday, December 20th. As this parade, Stacy, kicks off, we are into it.
All right, and let's have a listen. This is the main band, of course.
you see our wonderful team here at CHEK, walking with our We Love This Place community cruiser right there. There you see Rob Shaw, our legislative correspondent. And he's got the legislature cat with him. I'm surprised that they let him take the cat outside of the legislature.
Well, I'm a little perturbed by the fact that there's no, sweater on the cat. I mean, it is chilly, and Rob needs to take good care of that sweet little creature.
There's a mustard seed there. The mustard seed essential in fighting hunger and restoring faith in our community. They've been in operation since 1975. They operate food banks all over Vancouver Island. It's the island's largest food bank. They have a food rescue program in partnership with Food Share Network, a family center, and hospitality programs as well.
And the parade is collecting food donations for the mustard seed during the parade tonight at Belleville and Government, collecting toys as well for Vancouver Island children with Helmet Heads Motorcycle Group. If you missed them tonight, you can drop off any toys or food at Dodds until December 31st.
Just had a shot of the Songhees Nation there. Songhees Nation is thrilled to be participating in this 40th year of the parade. They're excited to share Christmas cheer throughout their Lekwungen territory, and they hope everyone watching, whether it's on the island, whether it's on the mainland, anywhere. I'm sure there's viewers right across the country tuning into this parade today. They hope everyone has a new year filled with family, prosperity, and peace.
And the Aboriginal Coalition to End Homelessness Society also walking in the parade this year. The ACEH providing culturally supportive housing, pathways to healing, and warm meals for the Indigenous street family.
We should mention that Kelly Curta has put in so much work to get this parade going, not just this year, but every year. She's with the Greater Victoria Festival Society. We saw her before the parade kicked off. So kudos to Kelly for making this happen. This is a very busy time of year for Kelly. So well done, Kelly.
Yeah, you bet. It is one of the largest Santa Claus parades in years. 65 entries this year, 1,500 participants. And Joe, I was walking towards our broadcast location just a few minutes ago, and I saw a young man with a trombone running to join his band. He didn't want to be late, so I hope he made it in time.
This is the first year that Victoria Mayor Marianne Alto is in this parade as mayor. You see her there with the Victoria Fire Department. Firefighters are handing out over 100 pounds of candy.
Nice.
They are trying to be the most popular float in this parade, and they're doing it through sugar. So 100 pounds of candy being handed out to all the little kids that are here today. Excited to see Santa.
Oh, yeah, he's coming. I hope he doesn't get a ticket this year, because last year he parked in a snow parking zone. So hopefully it's good. Here we're looking at the Victoria Police Department and some of their beautiful antique vehicles. We're so grateful for the work that the Victoria Police does every year. And we mentioned the new parade route. Also this year, the community is invited to stop by the Victoria Public Market, the Hudson Holiday Plaza at 1701 Douglas Street for entertainment. There's vendors, there's hot chocolate, and we're all going to love that.
What do you think Rudolph did to end up in the back of that police car? You have any idea?
I think he was rude off to the police.
Well done, Stacy. Well done. We are broadcasting from the lawn of the Fairmont Empress. We should give them a shout out as well. Teresa, Marshall, Brad, and Mel, the entire team. I went inside to warm up earlier, and everyone was on the veranda having s'mores and hot chocolate. It's just a wonderful time of year to be down here in the Inner Harbor. So thank you to the Fairmont Empress.
You bet. This is the South Island BC Nurses Union, the largest nursing union in BC and the only union to offer services to nurses related to all 4 domains of nursing: research, clinical practice, leadership, and education. They do such a great job taking care of us.
And it looks like we have the Greater Victoria Crime Stoppers in behind the nurses, a nonprofit community group that allows the public, you know how Crime Stoppers works, to pass on information to assist law enforcement agencies. Want to remind people, tipsters can receive rewards up to $2,000 for information. Funding is through sponsorship by local businesses and through donations.
You know, we could not broadcast this great parade without the help of our broadcast sponsors. Real big shout out to Country Grocer, Dodds Furniture and Mattress, and West Shore Dental Clinic. Give them your business if you can, because they're bringing this parade to you tonight.
This is one of my favorite parts of not just this parade, but any parade, and I know I'm not alone. It's the pipers. This is the Greater Victoria Police Pipe Band. Look at the pipes, too, the bagpipes all lit up. Isn't that gorgeous?
Oh, it is. Let's listen, shall we?
Yes. And here we have the Saanich Police Department. I believe Ace, there he is.
There he is.
Ace is on the police boat, manning the controls there. Good to see Ace out. He's thrilled to be part of this parade this year. Saanich Police want everyone watching to stay safe this holiday season.
Joe, do you do a big Christmas dinner every year?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Yeah, we as well. Do you know that there's one somebody who's never hungry at Christmas? It's the turkey because he's always stuffed.
I've heard about these infamous Stacy Ross Christmas jokes. I was looking forward to these. These are good. Keep them coming.
All right. Thanks to Christina for providing those this year. All right, let's just shout out to CFAC Santa's Anonymous Society here, celebrating 45 years. More than a Christmas charity, as they help local children and their families all year long. And I understand that Jeff is with the unofficial king of the parade, Rob Gailey. Jeff? Okay, we'll get back to Jeff and Rob in just a minute as we look at the Saanich Firefighters Charitable Foundation. How many lights do you think are on that fire truck?
Yeah, you know, a shout out to everyone who spent weeks getting these floats ready. It's not easy. I mean, I don't know about your house, but I groan putting up Christmas lights around the house. I mean, to decorate, look at this, to decorate a massive float like this, that takes a lot of time. This is, I believe, one of the must-see floats every year. There's Mr. Gailey, and there's Ed Bain standing by. Ed, over to you.
I'm good, thanks. Nice to talk to you guys tonight. What a great crowd here, and what an awesome float again, Rob. You and your dad and your team have done another outstanding job. How many lights do you think you got on this?
Oh, a gazillion and a half.
Well, it looks terrific, and I got to admire you. You never quit. Every year you do your utmost to make sure you've got an outstanding float, and you've done it again this year.
Yeah, you know, it's great seeing all these kids and families out here. We're having a great time, rain or shine, and with us always is Stage's Dance Company right behind.
Right behind, there they are, dancing along to the great music. All right, Gailey Farms, the train is running here at the parade.
Of all the themes, who would have thought it would be a prehistoric Christmas with dinosaurs and Santa hats? I love it.
So creative. They can come up with something wonderful each and every year. And you know what Rob said earlier this week? He said there's something about being in a parade. It just makes you feel good. It makes you feel about family and community and all of those things. And he wouldn't miss it. 23 years running for Rob Gailey.
Yeah, and I mean, the Gailey farm has been around forever. 50 acres of farmland. They purchased it back in the late 1930s. And then in 2000, Gailey Farms expanded. They've got the corn maze and the market and the railway, so it's a lot of fun. Kudos to the Gaileys for everything they do.
Scouts Canada is marching down the parade route. They're real troopers. They don't mind a little bit of rain. They're having a great time. Over 50,000 youth taking part across the country as Scouts chart their own path of discovery. Ages 5 to 26 represented here, and of course they have a variety of amazing experiences. So Scouts Canada, great representatives in the parade today.
Look at all the badges on that. What is that? Is that a blanket or?
It looks like a blanket.
Yeah, that is gorgeous.
Absolutely. And a shout out to the Esquimalt Lions Club. They're marshalling the parade once again this year. They always do such a great job, particularly leader Daryl Drummel. Thanks so much for the work you do to keep it all moving. 65 entries.
Yeah, and we can't say thanks enough, and we're going to hear from our sponsors, or you'll hear us mention them many times tonight, because truly we can't pull this off without them. So Country Grocer, Don's Furniture and Mattress, and West Shore Dental Clinic, all three of them, thank you for being part of this 40th edition as the parade works its way down to Humboldt. And again, the new route is Government to Humboldt, Humboldt to Douglas, and then Douglas up to Fisgard. And I believe actually after the parade, Stacy, there is a gathering at the Hudson Market, the Hudson Holiday Plaza. They're encouraging people to stop by. There's entertainment, vendors, probably some hot chocolate there. Good place to warm up.
And they'll be open till 9, so check it out. Just like we're checking out the Cowichan Lake Ambassador Team, program aimed at prompting the confidence, leadership, and education of Cowichan Lake youth. You can find them volunteering all over the place, near and far. They are the only ambassador program remaining on the island. And you can see the parade is stopped for a minute. These big floats have to to make a pretty sharp turn heading up Humboldt as they get to Douglas Street. So that may be why we're paused here for a minute.
I don't mind the pause. I mean, just look at that shot. And we've got people, I'm looking at some of the comments from people watching all across the country. We've got people watching from Edmonton. There's people from Ontario. It's gorgeous. Our Inner Harbor, I mean, we can't say enough about how pretty it is, especially this time of year when the legislature is all lit up. All right, let's throw things down to Jeff, who's standing by with some special guests. Jeff.
Yeah, the Lake Couch and Lady of the Lake. And it's Janae. How's the parade going for you guys?
It's pretty good, but it's a little wet out.
It's a little wet out. And who are your friends here?
My name's Danielle. I'm the Couch and Lake First Princess.
I love it. And you are?
Elise, and I'm the Couch and Lake Second Princess.
All right, listen, we got to do the Lady of the Lake wave because I do it every year when I'm on. On three, you ready? All right, here we go with the wave. No, you guys, come on. You got to show me how. Oh, there you go. There's the Lady of the Lake wave. Oh, no, and there goes the Lady of the Lake umbrella.
Oh, dear. It's a little too cold to do that. All right, hang in there. Thanks, ladies. We had a look at the Esquimalt Military Family Resource Center, and here is Country Grocer, our amazing sponsor, celebrating 38 years on Vancouver Island. Country Grocer wants to thank everyone for shopping with them and for supporting them. Island-owned, operated grocery stores. They wish everyone a very, very Merry Christmas.
Look at this display. That took some time to put together.
Oh, it sure did. That
Gorgeous.
is just wonderful. You know, there's such great community business people and partners. We just can't thank Country Grocer enough for everything they do all year round, and particularly creating these beautiful floats at Christmas time.
I love the tree there with the lights all lit up. The little elf. Yeah.
You know that Christmas tree's favorite singer is Spruce Springsteen, Joe?
That's very good. Spruce Springsteen. I like that. All right. Oh, the Grinch.
You can't have a parade without the Grinch.
You can't. And Dino Lab's coming in here. A bit of a dino theme. We saw the dinosaurs on Gailey's float earlier, and then, of course, Dino Lab. They're releasing their dinosaurs onto the streets to help look at them all, to help spread some truly old-school, prehistoric, if you will, Christmas cheer. Just because dinosaurs are extinct, I should say, doesn't mean they wouldn't be down to have a Christmas party and a parade. Look at these. They're fantastic.
Oh, my gosh, so great.
They've done a really good job. If you haven't gone and checked them out, Dino Lab, you should. It's a lot of fun, and it's a new business here on the island. They've been around for a few years now, but very interesting stuff they have there. So they're having a good time. They're getting the crowd going. I love this costume. And there's Ocean 98.5 walking in the parade. AJ and Myra, the new morning show there, taking in this parade. Good to see them out and about.
We have such a great spot to watch the parade, Joe, and we have done for the last number of years. A huge thanks to the Fairmont Empress, Teresa Marshall, Brad Hebert, and Mel Smith for making our great broadcast location happen once again.
I don't know if it's the same for you, but this feels like tonight. Like, as I was preparing to come down here, this feels like the kickoff for Christmas.
Certainly does. I mean, you know, watching that great Ladysmith light up on Thursday,
yes.
You know, that was a good warm-up for the big parade tonight. But I was playing Christmas carols on my way in.
Were you?
Yes, I was.
I said to my wife, the tree's going up tomorrow. Christmas is on. We're doing it. Here's the Victoria Marine Rescue and Royal Canadian Marine Search Group. This is a group of volunteers who dedicate their free time to running the Royal Canadian Marine Search and Rescue Station number 35 in Victoria, and they're working all year. Christmas, if they get a call, they're out the door keeping people safe in our waters. So thanks to Victoria Marine and Rescue for being part of this.
And if you'd like to help out, they very happily accept donations. You can go to their website, vmrs.org, to donate or join them as volunteers. They'd love to hear from you.
Great to see so many people watching and joining us online. Lucy Jackson, Dwayne, Shigay, Raphael, keep the comments coming. And if you're watching at home, we'd love to hear from you. Send us a tweet. You can send us a Facebook note. You can email us. It's great to have everybody across the country joining us for this West Coast Christmas celebration.
Another locally owned and operated company, Boyko Access Panel. They've done their truck up nicely, and I imagine that some of these nicely decorated commercial vehicles will be in the truck parade next weekend as well.
I think so. All right, I think we should throw things down to Jeff and Ed. out on Government Street and check in and find out who they're with. Jeff, Ed.
We are with a bunch of kids, and it's all about the kids. Who wants to see Santa coming up here? Okay, names. What's your name? Yes.
Luigi.
Yes.
Corwin.
Yes.
Vera. Ari.
Ari.
James.
Yes.
Mason.
Yes.
Broly.
Yes.
Sydney.
Yes.
Cole.
And we got a joke.
And this is Caitlin. Caitlin was with us in Port Hardy when we did the upside up there, and we had the Port Hardy har contest.
That's right.
Yeah, you did a joke, right, Caitlin? Yeah. Do you remember the joke?
Yeah, I
You want to do it again?
do. Okay.
All right.
What is a robot's favorite music?
What is a robot's favorite music?
Heavy metal.
Heavy metal.
There you go.
You still got it, Caitlin. You still got it. All right, the kids are having a great time tonight, and so are we.
Awesome, guys, and it's great to have people here in person. In spite of the damp weather, we have viewers watching from Northern Ireland. We have viewers watching from the Dominican Republic, and we're so grateful. We're so glad you're here with us in beautiful downtown Victoria today. We've seen the Wanda Fuca Skating Club go past, a great organization out on the West Shore. Bell Media, 107.3 radio, and now we're looking at the
Pacific Heart Childcare.
Pacific Heart Childcare.
I think that's a pretty easy sell. If you ask the kids, hey, you want to go down and get on a school bus and you might see Santa? Sign me up. They're having a good time. That's a great spot to take in the parade and see all the faces as they line the route. There's 107.3 Virgin there. And I believe we have members from the Rain Hockey Group behind them there.
The Capital Regional Female Minor Hockey Association provides ice hockey programming for girls aged 4 to 20 all over the CRD, beginners, recreational, or competitive athletes. They are all welcome. Their programs include First Shift and SO Fun Days, encouraging girls to try ice hockey and female sports opportunities.
It's a big night in hockey in the city. We've got a sold-out Save on Foods Memorial Center. I'm sure there's a lot of young hockey kids taking in the parade, and then they're going to head up and watch Connor Bedard play our Royals. So it's a big night in downtown Victoria.
And you may recognize this float from Buccaneer Days in Esquimalt, the Victoria Day Parade, many others. Morgana, proudly based in Esquimalt, owned by the Miller and Jessen families, happy to call it their own, utilizing the pirate ways and means. That float has been put together by these two great families, and we love to see it.
The Saanich Skating Club of Victoria is with us. Did you see the tree? Instead of a star, it was a hockey skate. I love that, a figure skate. The Saanich Skating Club of Victoria operates under the umbrella of Skate Canada. Skaters of all ages are welcome, from preschool to adult, ranging from learn to skate to competitive, and it's a safe, fun environment. So thank you to Saanich Skating Club of Victoria for joining us for this 40th year.
And happy birthday, Braylon. Saw that nice note from Mom watching the parade. Shout out to another one of our sponsors now, West Shore Dental Center, your Langford dentist in the West Shore Town Center. A great sponsor tonight, open 7 days a week, service in 5 languages, free parking, and 30 years of combined experience. Thank you for your support and allowing us to broadcast tonight.
This is Western Canada's leading dance school, Victoria Academy of Ballet Youth Company, and they are putting on a show. That's how you stay warm. We should be dancing.
We
really should be. Okay, Jeff and Ed, are you dancing? Where are you guys?
We are right here with Mr. and Mrs. Christmas here, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
You got that right.
Yeah, so who do we have here? You are?
I'm Tracy Ann.
And Tony. And Tony.
Boy,
Are you going to jump on that float at the end, Tony, or what's going to happen?
We're just checking things out, making sure everyone's having a good time.
All right. You know how naughty has been this year?
Yeah. The list is, anyway, we won't go there.
I haven't got anything for Christmas for the last 8 years. That's how bad I've been. Yeah. And I don't like my chances this year either.
No, they're getting
Tell
better.
us about the outfits.
Oh, well, they're lots of fun. We collect them. We've got quite a few of them, actually.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
Okay.
you should check them out.
Well,
You should be getting some,
You'd look
too.
great.
So it's kind of like the 10 days of Christmas. You have a different outfit for every day.
Well, these are kind of from Simpsons
For
Sears.
12 days.
Awesome.
Sears and
Simpsons Sears.
There we go.
Awesome. Enjoy the parade, guys.
Happy Thanks kindly. Merry
You
Christmas,
too.
everyone.
Same to you. Merry
Have a great
Christmas.
night.
Guys,
Thanks, Jeff and Ed. Want to give Paula Sydney a shout-out, Stace. Paula Sydney is watching from Australia right now, so thank you for
Awesome.
joining us, Paula, on this wonderful night. You just saw Parents for Climate. They're promoting a zero waste, zero emissions Christmas. They say Santa is the original climate champion. Thank you for Parents for Climate for joining us. And this is Harmony Project Soup Drumline. Let's listen to these guys. Project Soup Drumline, thank you to the drummers. We have, if it's big and it's green and you live on Vancouver Island, you know it's Thrifty Foods.
Absolutely. Thrifty's is so blessed, they say, to live and work in the communities, jam-packed with community spirit and these beautifully decked out trucks from arts and culture, sports and healthcare and education to supporting those in need. They put their efforts into all kinds of programs that matter to Vancouver Islanders. Merry Christmas from our friends at Thrifty Foods.
And they've got the big Thrifty's shopping cart. I saw it there. There it is, all lit up. They're having a good time. Thank you to Thrifty's for being here and for decorating the shopping cart. And Santa along for a ride this year.
Awesome. Yes, and Santa will make an appearance with Mrs. Claus a little bit later in the parade.
20 minutes? 30 minutes?
20 minutes? I'd say less than 20 minutes. I think we can expect it in less than 20 minutes for sure.
All right, stick around for that.
Absolutely. This is the Island Hopper Precision Jump Rope team. They are so proud to offer activities for all ages, and that's another great way to keep warm on a chilly November evening. They perform all over the place, schools, community events, as well as at the provincial and national level. Jumpers age 6 to 24. Look at them go. Awesome.
Can you do this? Can you skip a jump rope?
I can skip, but not like that. And not for that long.
I think I can do 2, maybe 2. I can't do that.
Oh, the crisscross.
That I cannot do. I just swing it to my side. That's all I do.
Swing to the side? Yeah, okay, that's pretty impressive. That's good, though.
Want to give a shout out to our entire CHEK team too down here because you can see, I mean, conditions, it's a little wet, it's cold, it's a little windy, so kudos to the entire CHEK team for bringing these incredible shots. I know Johnny's down there working with the guys, so well done to everyone out there for making this look so good for all of us.
Absolutely, they do such a great job in all kinds of conditions. We're so thankful for them. So, did you ask for something for Christmas? What are you getting for Christmas? What do you want Santa to bring you, Joe?
Nothing, Stacy. I've got everything I need.
Thank you. I feel the same. But you know what? A broken drum is one of the best gifts. You can't beat it.
Okay. I love it.
No, you don't. No, he didn't like that one.
No. All right, who we have here? We have the Shriner Clowns. The Shriner Clowns have been in this parade for every year, Stacy, and they have a 70-year history in the Victoria Day Parade. The kids love the clowns. It's great to see them out here having fun and putting smiles on people's faces.
Oh, and there's Loki, which is a crowd favorite every parade, every single year. The clown train, the signature float for the Shriners of Victoria, the Shrine Clowns. Like all Shriners, raise money for Shriners Hospitals for children. That's a free hospital for all children. And you know, the season is all about kids, really. The kids and the grown-ups and the kids within all of us, Joe.
Oh, I love to see Loki. That is great. And here we have the Irish dancing, the O'Brien School of Irish Dancing. They have a 28-year history in Victoria. They're a group of enthusiastic and motivated teachers and dancers, and they love to dance. That's why they do it. They're exercising while they're dancing. That's one of the reasons why they're so popular. People like to get out and move around. It's a good way to stay healthy. So thank you to the O'Brien School of Irish Dancing, and there they are.
Another shout out to one of our great sponsors, Dodds Furniture. Just like Santa's sleigh, of course, Dodds delivers, and Gordy always gives back. He's a real champion in our community. 24th
Absolutely.
Christmas dinner in support of our place on Tuesday. As we've heard, you know, it really is immeasurable, the contribution that Gordy Dodd and his family makes and has made over these past number of years.
Yeah, every year he steps up, and his entire team. So thank you, Gordy Dodd, and everyone that works at Dodds Furniture and Mattress.
And just a reminder that Dodds is accepting donations of food and cash, always toys, to help support those in need this Christmas. This is Brooks West Shore School, an international baccalaureate world school here on Vancouver Island out in Colwood. Their local and international staff, students and families, so happy to be part of this wonderful community tradition. And isn't it great to be back from COVID in the big way,
yes.
fully returned? You know, we were back last year and it was wonderful, but, you know, we were still cautious. We were still, you know, some of us worried about COVID, but this year I feel like it's back. We're back.
I mean, you've been doing this parade for a very long time, and last year we had it, but it didn't feel like Christmas without it, right?
Yeah, it was not. You know what? We were back, but this year feels like we're on a new path forward, right towards Christmas, and it's just amazing.
And you can feel it. I mean, walking around downtown today, it does feel like things are slowly getting back to normal in the way they were, so it's great to see.
And I loved so many people turned out, even though the weather's not perfect, but you know what? It's all about the Christmas spirit, and I think it's keeping everybody warm. Hi, Paula from Australia.
Just, you know what you've done? You've inspired Dwayne on our live feed to chime in with several jokes, several Stacy-esque jokes that I'm sure you love. What do you get when you cross 250 moose with 250 deer? $500,000.
I love
Thank you, Dwayne.
I love it.
Look at this little one. And this is the Loyal Nanaimo Bathtub Society, the world's largest bathtub, celebrating a long history of racing bathtubs. The first race, the inaugural bathtub race, was in 1967. Since then, the city of Nanaimo has been home to the great international world championship bathtub race in Nanaimo Marine Festival. It's a ton of fun. If you've never been there to experience it, go. You'll love it.
And I'm sure they have lots of hand sanitizer in there too. You know, keeping clean in the bathtub.
I'll tell you what, Dwayne's at home having a blast with this. He's loving it.
So we just saw an entry from Berwick Retirement Communities. That's a local family-owned company where staff care and change the perception of retirement living at Berwick House.
That is definitely one of the trucks I'm sure we'll see in the big Santa truck parade that's still to come this holiday season. Look at all those lights.
So great. That parade coming up next Saturday. This is a 40-foot combination truck motorhome with 10,000 lights.
Okay, you see the dogs? Look at the dogs. How cute is that? These are the Helmet Heads. Muppet Man Scott Furran runs this group. They're an enthusiastic group of motorcycle riders on the island, and they're committed to delivering toys year-round to Vancouver Island Hospital so that sick children who live on the island get toys this time of year. And I'm seeing the Helmet Heads a lot more around town. I think this group is growing, and every time I see them, it puts a smile on my face. How can you not smile looking at that? Isn't that great?
Oh, it's so good. And this year, the raffle chopper up for grabs. Have a look, buy a ticket, draw date 2023, raising money to deliver toys year-round to island kids.
Okay, we're going to check in with Ed as I thought that was the Batmobile for one moment. All right, Ed.
You know, that's what I thought it was too. Was coming down the road was the Batmobile. It's not the Batmobile, right, Damon?
No, it's Time Bandit. It's a slingshot.
A slingshot. This is Time Bandit, and this is all part of the Victoria Helmet Heads, right?
Yeah, we're a charity organization that delivers toys to hospitals for kids.
And you are right in the middle of your toy drive right now. Do you know any of the drop-off points where people could drop off a toy?
Home Depot is one.
I think the Bay Center used to be another one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Damon, thanks for the lift. Thanks for the great work you guys are doing. How long to make your helmet?
Oh, we get it off of motoloot.com. Our organizer was the first one making them.
Well, they're awesome. I think you got the Cookie Monster and Grover are fantastic helmets.
Well, thank you so much.
All right, Damon. Well, there you go. The Victoria Helmet Heads are here in the parade this year, and we're happy about that. All right, let's go. Kick this thing.
You're gonna ride up to Fizgard, Ed, or you think you're gonna get out?
I don't know. Yeah, it's tempting.
Oh, that's amazing.
Some good-looking motorcycles there. I thought I saw a Vespa at one point.
Mm-hmm.
You think it keeps them warmer? A little padding on that helmet?
Maybe, but it really doesn't matter because it's just fantastic.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to have a job. It just has to look good.
That's right.
Oh, and this is what's up for grab in the raffle this year, perhaps. Look at that beauty.
Is that a chopper?
Get your ticket. It's a chopper.
It's a chopper?
Oh,
I'm not a
my
bike guy. I'm
gosh.
surprised I knew that. Look at that.
That's very impressive.
Yeah.
So check out Hilton Heads if you want to get in on that draw and possibly win that beautiful machine.
I think we have some more music coming your way. You see them in the back there, just waiting for their time to shine. The Spectrum Community School Marching Band is on the way. They're taking part this year, and it's great to have them. It's their 17th time in this parade. Oh, look at... What a great group. This is what I'm talking about. The group is growing, right?
It sure
well,
is,
I remember
yeah.
when they first came onto the scene, there was a few members, but I think people just fell in love with them. They wanted to get involved, and that's what they've done. Here's Men in Kilts.
And they're a fixture in many, many parades, including the Victoria Day Parade every year. And here they are tonight. That dog doesn't want to sit down on that wet ground, Joe. I wouldn't either.
Good on these guys for wearing the kilts. I mean, obviously they're going to be wearing the kilts, but I wonder if there was a conversation today, like, are we going to be wearing some pants underneath? Something to stay warm?
It looks like there's some leggings going on under there,
good.
and I'm happy to hear that because it's chilly.
It is chilly.
But magical, as it always is. And I would imagine that this Men in Kilts van will be in that parade next weekend as well, which is always super fun. The IEOA's truck parade. Oh, here they are. I love the vans, and Spectrum has such a good one.
Let's listen in. Everyone is with their instruments. All the instruments we've seen tonight. Did you see the elf leg sticking out of the tuba?
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. And here we've got some dancing, keeping warm here.
We are getting closer to Santa and Mrs. Claus. This is the 40th edition of the Peninsula Co-op Santa Claus Parade. Thank you for watching and joining us tonight, wherever you're watching from, people all over the world. Thank you for joining us, and it's an honor that we're able to spend a little time with you and bring you this wonderful kickoff to Christmas and the holiday season here on the West Coast.
All thanks to our sponsors, Country Grocer, Dodds Furniture, and West Shore Dental Center, along with our title sponsor, Peninsula Co-op. Look at this.
This, I believe, is the CRD. The CRD Regional Water Supply System delivers safe and sustainable drinking water to over 400,000 people living in Greater Victoria, supporting residential, commercial, industrial, agricultural, and public safety issues. Good to see the CRD take part.
And the Tally-Ho carriage horses are here, passionate about providing interactive opportunities to learn about the world of draft horses, the work they do, the remarkably deep emotional connections they form with humans. Celebrating 119 years, local, family-run, well-known for being charming and fabulously fun.
Want to give James Barkas a shout out, watching tonight from Manchester, Georgia.
What?
South of us down in the U.S. Thanks to all our American friends joining us, and to you, James, and the Barkas family.
Is there a better way to see beautiful downtown Victoria than on a carriage tour? Have you done it? Have you ever done a carriage tour?
It's been a while, but yeah, I have. I have. They're great.
Oh,
Lots
they
of
are.
fun.
And I'm a sucker for the horses. Just love them. Beautiful. I believe this is the Canadian Coast Guard float, a replica of Sir Wilfrid Laurier and Estevan Point Light Station, located on the southernmost point of the Hesquiat Peninsula.
It would take you a while to count all those lights, but we're told there's around 20,000 lights on the Canadian Coast Guard float this year.
Wow.
Again, the time and the energy to make that happen, Thanks to the Canadian Coast Guard. That's wonderful. That's a good scene.
The kids are having fun.
Yeah. And you can hear the Harley-Davidsons proudly serving Victoria. Barnes Harley-Davidson in all of Vancouver Island since 2016. There they are, the Harleys. Oh, you think it's candy? What do you think he has?
I think it's treats. I think so.
Between that and the 100 pounds that the firefighters were handing out of candy, there's going to be some pretty exciting kids in Victoria tonight.
There sure is. Of course, Santa's favorite kind of candy is a Jolly Rancher.
I promise, I really am laughing.
Yeah, now the folks at home can't see you rolling your eyes every time I come up with one of these great jokes, but you are.
No, it's tradition, though. You have to do it. You have to do it.
It's so fun. And just what a backdrop. I mean, there's the Parliament buildings in the background, and the roofers actually rappelled down the dome to put those red and green lights up there and replace the white ones.
Takes a lot of work. I know the team at the legislature was doing that this week. They're actually changing the bulbs from the white lights that we usually see and changing some of them to the green and red for Christmas. And so well done to the team of the legislature for keeping that building shining, because that's when people come to Victoria at nighttime, that's what they want to see. They want to see the legislature lit up.
3,600 lights on the legislature buildings, and it is certainly a spectacular fixture here in downtown Victoria.
We are getting close to the big man, Santa Claus. He is in town, checking in on the city ahead of Christmas, and we will see him very soon as we prepare to welcome the City of Langford trolley taking part in this year's parade. The trolley service used to run as a daily shuttle service in Langford and is now used for special events like the one we're having tonight.
It runs on biodiesel, an eco-friendly fuel that helps reduce greenhouse gases. And we've got Langford's brand new mayor walking along, Mayor Goodmanson, members of council and city staff, along with family members, friends, and other Langford residents. You know, you can always tell when Santa's close by. You can sense his presence.
That one actually was pretty good. That was good. Well done. Yeah.
Oh, there's the trolley.
You know, there is a part of me, I've said this before to some people, but there's a part of me that wishes we still had trolleys on the streets of Victoria. Don't you think that if we had a trolley service rolling up and down Douglas Street, I don't know how we'd make it happen, but I think there's something very special about trolleys. And you look at San Francisco and all the trolleys they have, they're just really neat to be on. And we used to have them. It'd be nice to have one back.
It would. They're so nostalgic and really fun. I was going to mention Langford, if you haven't been out to Langford at Christmas time, you really should make the trip, because they do it up right out in Langford. The trees are lit up with lights like you wouldn't believe. It's just a beautiful display that they do out there.
Well, it looks like Jeff, once again, Jeff and Ed are jumping on all the floats to get a ride, to get off the streets, and you're on the Victoria Pedal Tours here, guys.
Yeah, no free rides this time, though. I actually had to have Ed move over one because he wasn't helping. Colin owns this great business. Tell us about Victoria Pedal Tours, Colin.
Well, we're the best party on wheels. It's the pub crawl here in downtown Victoria. 3 hours, 3 stops, first round of drinks covered, and then appetizers at each stop. But we had to make Ed pedal this time. He got a free ride in the summer on the upside, and it wasn't going to happen again. So.
Awesome. All right, keep pedaling, Eddie. Keep pedaling. Already. No free rides, Joe. Stace, no free rides.
So much fun.
Want to give a shout out to Belmont Dance Company. We saw them a little bit earlier. They are taking part this year. That is the Victoria Pedal Company and Pedal Tours. And then behind them we have Because. Because is a new online grocery store that specializes in all things local. They deliver everything from produce, meats, dairy, and everything in between. Even alcohol 6 days a week across Greater Victoria with free shipping.
Great to see new businesses starting up here in the Victoria area.
For sure.
What's your favorite part of Christmas, Joe? What would you say your favorite
My favorite part of Christmas,
it's a tough question.
I think it's just being with friends and family, you know, at home. Yeah, I think just spending time with the ones you care about. I know that sounds like a little bit of a, no, but that's true. I mean, I think it's just, you know, that time of year where you can reflect on the year with the ones you love, and it's a special time. And it's events like this, though, that really get me into the spirit. And this is definitely doing it.
It sure is, yeah, and I agree with you. It's all about family and being close to the people that you love and who love you. And we saw the Victoria Velocity jump rope team there. They were their jump ropes were beautifully festively lit up. The competitive team from the West Shore, so excited to be in the parade this year. If you want to help grow their team, you think skipping might be fun, you can check them out on Facebook.
And we have the Western Canada Marine Response Corporation. It's Canada's first marine spill response organization. They have bases extending across the island and BC. The Beecher Bay base team is excited to participate in its first Santa Claus Parade.
And here we've got some young lacrosse players. Wanda Fuca Lacrosse, a youth sports organization offering spring, box, and fall field lacrosse teams for boys and girls in the West Shore. 5 to 17-year-olds. Lacrosse is the fastest game on 2 feet and is Canada's national summer sport.
Huge lacrosse community here on the island, so it's great to see that the young ones are involved this year as the sport. It really is taking off. It's great to see.
And it's a really fun sport to watch. My son played lacrosse for a few years, and we all really enjoyed it as a family. And of course, the Victoria Shamrocks are always such a big draw here in Victoria. BC
Transit is back, part of this parade, spreading joy through BC Transit's decked-out holiday-themed bus.
I want to ride that bus.
I was going to say, that's probably the warmest float there is this year, right? Inside in a warm BC Transit bus. Look at all the lights on it.
Oh, so good. And we've said it several times, but I'm just in awe of how much work that goes into these displays and these floats. And I know it's a labor of love for the people who do it, but we so appreciate the work that goes into these.
And there's about 65 floats this year. And I believe last year it was down, I think around, was it 45, 50 last year? So
something about like that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that just goes to show you how many people want to be part of this this event. And to be part of it, I mean, it takes work, it takes time. So thank you to all 65 floats for making this happen. As we see the beginning of the 100.3, the Q van. I wonder if Ed wasn't working with us, do you think he'd be driving the van this year? Maybe?
Maybe.
Santa Bain?
And Elf Lacane, yes. We're very glad that Ed is on the CHEK side tonight.
Absolutely.
Well, you know, in our last shot, I think I just about saw Santa.
Did you?
I think he's just about here. We're in our perfect location on the lawns of the beautiful Fairmont Empress in the Inner Harbor.
This is the Victoria Electric Vehicles Association. The Victoria EV Association represents more than 3,000 electric car owners within the CRD. They advocate for zero-emission transport and solar energy. You see them there in the white electric vehicle. Oh, I think you're right, Stacy. I think we're getting close. You can feel it.
You can feel his presence.
Yes, his presence, yes.
And again, thanks so much to our great sponsors. Couldn't do it without you. See, Sandy loves the jokes, and I love you, Sandy, for saying so.
Hey, who said they didn't like the jokes? No one said they didn't like the jokes.
Well, maybe we could be like two rival Christmas trees and sign a peace treaty.
And it's nice to know this year too, with the new parade route, that typically it goes right up Government Street, but it's nice to know that, Government Street, but it's nice to know that Douglas Street right now is full of people. It's all shut down, and this parade's going all the way to Fisgard this year. So.
And this is the Protégé Dance Project, formerly Boston Dance, offering classes from adult jazz, tap, ballet, contemporary, hip-hop, afro, and more. All ages and abilities welcome at Protégé. And of course, at the public market on Douglas Street, you can grab a hot chocolate. There are vendors there. If you're hungry, that is open till 9 o'clock. So head up there. And
the man of the hour, look at this. Santa Claus in the city of Victoria. He's here.
And Mrs. Claus right alongside. Thank you, Santa, for coming and being in our parade once again. I know it's a busy time of year.
Think about all the parades he has to go to with Mrs. Claus in the lead up to Christmas. I mean, the guy's just trying to get presents ready, prepare for the big day, and he's given back going to all these cities to see the children before Christmas. That's pretty special.
It is pretty special, and I know that he's got a great team of elves who are back at the North Pole working so hard to get all those gifts ready for Christmas.
Now, I imagine Ed and Jeff are down there somewhere. I mean, that's the big interview. That's the big get, Stacy. If you can get Santa, that's huge. I'm not sure if he's doing interviews this year, but... And you see the reindeer there?
Yeah.
What a gorgeous sled that is.
And Mrs. Claus looks beautiful as always.
Yes, she does. And one of the best parts of the parade is once Santa goes, everyone files in and follows him.
Yes, yeah.
Which is very neat to see.
All right, let's check back in one last time with Ed and Jeff on the route, guys.
Well, I'm blushing a little bit because Mrs. Claus threw me about 10 kisses.
I saw that. You still got it. Your dad still got it, huh? This is Cole and Cooper King, the Jeff's boys here. And how have you enjoyed the parade, guys?
Yeah, it's great. Very good.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Best part?
Just now, the Santa Claus.
Santa Claus, yeah.
Exactly. Who's funnier, Dad or Buddy Ed?
Buddy Ed by a mile. By a mile. By a trillion miles.
There you go. Yeah. The boys get the final word, guys.
Yeah. Hey, oh, by the way, your buddy Bev is watching at home. You want to say hi to her?
Hello. Hi, Bev.
It's hard to tell, guys, but Coop, are you asking for your 2 front teeth for Christmas there, or it looks like you're missing the tooth?
Stacy wants to know if you want your 2 front teeth for Christmas.
No, I do not want them back.
He doesn't want them
You
back.
want something better than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well,
Merry Christmas, guys. Great to see you. Thanks, guys. Merry Christmas.
Wonderful job, Ed and Jeff.
Well, that brings to a close the 40th edition of the Peninsula Co-op Santa Claus Parade. Joe, it's been a really wonderful night, a magical event.
It sure has. We do want to say one more big thank you to Country Grocer, Dodds Furniture and Mattress, and West Shore Dental Clinic, and of course, Peninsula Co-op for making this 40th year a huge success. And we want to thank all of you at home, here on Vancouver Island, all over the world. People tune into this, so thank you for spending a part of your night, and hopefully it got you into the holiday spirit.
Joe, our crew here, Ed, Jeff, thank you so much for watching. Have a very, very Merry Christmas. We'll see you soon.
Good night.